EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Now, Katie. 51 to mine. And let's pin him. 8.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yo, shift. Undercut. Gun. Great. Spawn. No.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
20.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 27, Mayfield, his throw incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
54. Hey, back up. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Hey, alert 33. He's checking. Crash. Real.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses.
This is McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Mike scored 2. Mike scored 2.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Gun. Hey!
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
He's not going to give me. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. SOS.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Regular. 59, Mike to 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming up.
Here's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Chad. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Back. Express. 53. Check 53.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
180.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They go with Chubb on second down. There's the stiff arm. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Good. 180. Check. 59. You. Point it right. Alert 3. Alert. My touch.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down and 4, Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Mike's 59. Hey, Delta. All day, baby. Mike, check. 59. Point it right. Check.
Here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Go. Mike's 5-4. Ricky. Why? Get wide.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready? 180? 53, Mike. Watch the screen. Check 99. He's crashing.
McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
50%. Great.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. Flush. And he's going to go down again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 31, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
180. I got you. I got you. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's go.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They run. Chubb. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Bravo. Run. You got tight right there.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Kill. Turn up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
20, 10, under 10.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
20.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They can't hang with that. Check 43. Switch.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as